GGRC.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of GGRC. I'm RC. Unfortunately, our friend Sushi is not with us right now. He's upstairs enjoying a sink or couch or something like that, but I think really it's because he's too scared of what we're going to be playing today, which is Call of Cthulhu. I did not expect to be checking this game out. It actually comes out today, day before Halloween, and the press team for the guys who made the game, they were kind enough to send me a copy of this. So we're going to be playing this on PC Steam, for those of you who are interested in knowing that. But yes, Cthulhu, it's a very famous story, isn't it? The Call of Cthulhu. A lot of people have come to quite love the sort of eldritch theme and everything of Cthulhu over the years. For those of you who watch my show, Quake, right? Quake is sort of immersed or based on that. At least it was when it was in development. And it's supposed to live in that kind of environment, which is kind of cool. But regardless, this is the authentic Cthulhu experience, supposedly. So this is based on, and I actually have it pulled up here so we can get a little bit of information on it. But this is not a remake or any kind of sequel or anything to the original Xbox version of Call of Cthulhu. I think that was called like Dark Corners or something like that. But this is actually based on the 1981 pen and paper series. So this is like as authentic as you're going to get next to the actual story, next to the actual Call of Cthulhu story that was released way back when. So H.P. Lovecraft, I can't say I'm not a fan, because I'm kind of in the middle where I've actually never read any of his work. But we all know Cthulhu because his, tentacly face is like everywhere nowadays, you know what I mean? He's been everywhere from, like stuffed animals to board game expansions to, video games. Here we are here. He's even in a lot of like pop culture references too. I believe there's like an episode of South Park that has Cthulhu summoned as well. So he's been huge over the past, 15, 20 years. He's just sort of come out of the woodwork and become this huge thing. I'm actually surprised they haven't released like a major motion picture featuring Cthulhu. So yeah, this is based on the 1981 role-playing game, pen and paper game, and so we're going to be basically playing an investigator named Edward Pierce, and we're going to be investigating a strange island, which should be pretty interesting. So that's all I know, and I love this actual startup screen here too. Call of Cthulhu with him holding the lantern there, and then you got Cthulhu out in the wilderness there, out in the water. I don't know if you can make it out, but there he is, like in between the caves. So it's a very, very cool look. Regardless, guys, sorry, exhaustive introduction there. I just want to get you guys all in the mood. Day before Halloween, let's get into this. Let's understand what this is. Let's get freaked out. Hopefully you don't descend into madness. I'm actually wearing my Godzilla shirt because I'm pretty sure it's Godzilla might be the only creature that could combat Cthulhu if he ever arrives. So please, Godzilla, come help us. So I just want to say hi to you guys. Hey, Flackshot, thank you for joining. He says, very Trent Reznor with the faint screams in the background. Yeah, definitely has that kind of feel to it. And Trent Reznor did the music for the original Quake, which is supposed to be based on the Cthulhu universe as well. So maybe that's where that came from. Crether, good to see you. He says, the squid looks kinky. Hey, you know what? Cthulhu might be kinky. Kinky Cthulhu. It might be a good show to do. Good comic. I'm not sure. Hacky Sack says, I'm fairly sure there was already a Call of Cthulhu game in the same time span as Clive Barker's Undying. Yes, that's the one we were talking about. What is the name of that before we start here? It's called Dark Corners or something like that. Dark Corners of the Earth. That's what it's called. So, for those of you interested. So, there was another game, but this is not it. This is completely different. But anyway, as Bones Lee points out, enter madness. Quite inviting. We're going to enter the madness now. From what I've been told, you'll be able to play with this game keyboard and mouse when the game launches today, so it shouldn't be a problem. But they requested that I actually use a gamepad when I'm playing this, so that's what we're going to do here. Also keep in mind that I heard that this game is kind of dialogue heavy, so if you guys are into listening to some dialogue, I think that's what we're going to be doing today here. So let's just jump into a new game here. Let's do this. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Not familiar with that word. That's a new one for my vocabulary. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Okay, well, now we have the setup, don't we? Does this one have Metallica's Call of Cthulhu as an outro? I wish it did. We're going to have to play to the end to find out, right? Metallica's Call of Cthulhu. Great song. All right, here we go. You guys let me know if you need the audio up or down. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain... I'm losing an H.P. Lovecraft quote. Went by too quickly. Oh man, this is pretty disgusting. Whoa! Shark head. Where in the hell are we? We got automatic saves. Game saved. Good to know. This is not looking good, though. Covered in blood. Big decapitated shark head. We now have control of our character here, so we can look around. Woo! Okay. There's a bit of a strange blur when I'm turning like that. Is that the way the game should be? Let me check the settings really quick. Graphic. Let's see. Anti-aliasing. Post textures. Effects. I'm going to turn off the vertical sync because I always end up having issues with that. Yeah, let's go ahead and go back to the game. Helped a little. Okay, well, let's continue on, shall we? Oh my god, look at this place. We got all kinds of, like... Yeah, that's what I think it is, Hacky Sack. It's a motion blur, but I didn't see an actual setting for motion blur. Unless that's under effects or something, I don't know. I turn it off every time I play a game, too. Let's see here. Let me turn down the sound just a tad on your end here. All right, let's go explore this disgusting... Look at this. We got shark fins, shark heads, spikes and rails going through them. So someone's eating a lot of sharks. Is that the food of the cult? Sharks? Ugh. You got some kind of fish skeleton thing going on over here. It's like all the torture devices or something like that. Gross. Absolutely disgusting. To crouch, hit B, because we can't get through here. Obviously, we can't pull that chain off, so we're gonna have to head back here. Let's crouch through. So for those of you wondering if you are a fan of this game watching this today, this game is available on Steam for PC, which is what we're playing, but it's also on Xbox One and PS4. So if you'd rather play it on something else, yeah, you do have that option. Okay, we are definitely not getting through those gates, so let's just continue on this way. There's some kind of floating thing over here in this box. Looks like a lantern. Must light up some items in order to interact with them. Okay. Really, really good atmosphere in this game so far, though, I gotta say. Seems cave fishing is popular over there. It's true, Hacky Sack, it's true. Item obtained, the bolt cutter. Alright, so we got bolt cutters, which are probably gonna open up those... pop those chains off so we can actually walk through those gates. But yeah, really, really digging the actual look of this game, though. The atmosphere and everything is really, really nice. It's very dark, very dingy. Whoa! Oh, what the hell was that? My controller is rumbling like crazy, so I don't know if that thing is trying to take out the dock or what. That would have been great, though, wouldn't it? I don't think there's anything else to grab from these boxes. Okay, I think we're gonna continue on. Alright, let's cut this one open. There we go. Bolt cutters. Bam. Now we can get through.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Spooky. This area is pretty creepy too. You're getting some real creepy, like, old style music as well. It's gonna pop that chain out, but you might only be able to do it from the other side. Flak shot can cut the tension with like spooky stuff. Bloody machete? How about a bloody shark hook? Your pick. Little candle there. Oh, there's a dead orca over here too, man. Guts everywhere. Definitely a putrid offering, I can't disagree. Yikes. If you guys like blood and guts and gore, I mean, this is for you. There's another orca sitting over there. Blah, blah, blah. Gross. Alright.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
We can run with LT now. Though his running is more of like a light jog, I would say. Alright, we got a door to open. It looks like the only way to go. This looks like a doorway there, but... In we go. Behold!
Everything has already been written.
No faces!
Perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Why didn't he shoot him? Why didn't he shoot him? Oh, it was all a nightmare. Just a nightmare, guys. Nothing to be afraid of. It's always the whiskey, isn't it? Consult diary. Okay, so you have... Oh, wow. Alright, so you have a case file where you can read up on what's going on. You have Pierce himself. He actually has upgrades that you can put points into, it looks like. That's interesting. Oh, they have skills and they have sanity, so there's like... So it looks like some passive abilities that you can get for Pierce too. That's pretty cool. Alright, then we have Darkwater. You don't have any information yet. We have information on our investigations agency, which is probably where we just woke up. And nothing on the occult yet, but looks like you collect clues. And you do have an inventory. Okay, that's pretty cool. Flash shot. Rest in peace, Voldemort. Bones says, always threatening when they give you the run prompt. Yeah, that's why I was looking around when they said you could run, because I thought, hey, there's got to be somebody behind me, but unfortunately, not the case. Crether, something is fishy here. Alright, let's go investigate, see what we can find here.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Husband could not understand that his wife had left him. He kept calling weeks after the investigation. Interesting. Sad man.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
So you're just getting an idea of like some of the cases that he's done. The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed the case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Okay, so we got some blackmail stuff going on.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
He knows it all. Oh, we got a radio. Which we could turn off if you guys are tired of the old-timey music. I'm not done investigating my office.
I
Hold
used
on.
to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I have business here to attend to. Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Oh, looks like this is the last thing we have. Oh, wait, we got something over here. Should we have a drink or not drink? I say we have a drink. Why not? This will affect your destiny, says Cthulhu icon. Yeah, you want me to solve your case? Who doesn't?
Since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Okay, so we picked that up and that added a something to this. What did it add? It put us immediately into the case here. Okay, so I guess that's just showing us that we could write down things about our case here. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface with unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Alright, we'll answer. We're answering the call of Cthulhu.
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. So we have 8 CP character point. CP means character points. That's how many we have available at the moment. So I always hate when they want you to allocate character points before you start the game because you don't really know where you'll need it, if that makes sense. But we'll see here. Flackshot says that on the topic of Lovecraft, if you ever want to read his books, make sure you are prepared because they are super hard to read and comprehend. There's some cool audiobooks I should post on Discord. Yeah, definitely do, man. For those of you who don't know, also, if you're watching this, we do have a Discord chat. So if you'd like to chat with us after the stream, talk about Cthulhu, maybe some other Lovecraft stories you like, or, you know, whatever else related, unrelated, we have a Discord set up. Please join us in chat. Bonesley, turns out this time around, Cthulhu doesn't have time for mind-binding telepathy. Rather, just use a telephone. He's just like cold calling people and making them crazy. That would be great. All right, it looks like medicine's pretty low, so we'll put a point into medicine. I guess we should put another point. There we go. Get medicine up to 2. Because it represents your medical knowledge. Improving the skill increases your chance of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. So that's probably helpful. Is anything else even close to 2? Spot hidden is close to 3. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving the skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. So how many would that take then if I... 2 there. Okay, let's do that. Let's add a few to the occult. Okay, I think that's pretty good. We upgraded a few of them there and got them all up a point. And let's go ahead and validate.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
Cutscene.
I'm coming.
Flackshot says, "Hi, this is Cthulhu. Heard you may have been involved in an accident." Click.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector.
Crowther.
All of
Yeah, the
Boston.
lip sync sucks
Tell
though,
me,
yeah.
Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Uh-oh.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture.
All right,
That's all
I'll look
you've
at the
got?
picture.
The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
The audio kind of bounces a lot. Like, I'm trying to watch the audio to make sure you guys can hear what's going on, but like the conversation that was in the subtitle, or rather in the subscene, was very quiet, and then when it jumped back to in-game, it was a lot louder, so I don't know what's going on. Bones Lee, I like that, though. Would you be interested in owning your own little slice of Oblivion? It's Cthulhu calling. You know, they timeshare Oblivion, just in case you guys are interested. It's something to think about. Let's look at the
A
Hawkins painting.
warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
So, shipping label, some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address, Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report, it says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. Police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Okay, we looked at that. Now we're going to look at the painting. Oh, you got to hold the button, I see.
Symbol on the man's chest. It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
All right, let's see. Now we actually have a speech wheel, which is kind of cool. All right, so what do we make of these elements? We got to ask him about Warehouse 36. Where did she live? Something's not right with the story. I read about her mental fragility in this police report. It actually said mental frailty. Just so you know, if you put that in quotes, it should probably be the correct wording, I think. Let's do this one because this was unlocked for some odd reason. I'm assuming that's based on your abilities that you can unlock, your passive abilities. So
Could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
okay, fair enough.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with
A lot
Sarah's
of must in there, says Hacky Sack. I agree.
Daughter could have been the sender.
You must do
That's
this. You
what
must do that.
Find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay. I think we've done... This one's still white, though, for some reason. It must be one that I can return to find more about, but regardless.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
It's not like you have a
Thank you,
choice,
Mr.
dude.
Pierce.
You got to
I
take a
think
new
it's
case
any
here.
less coming from a man in your situation.
The lady just called and said you need to start taking new cases.
I have a choice.
All right, so we have to leave for Darkwater.
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. I wonder why I still take these things.
Oh, sleeping pills. Okay. That was something we didn't grab before, but we still got this painting. You guys notice the, like, cool, like, Cthulhu, you know, icon there? It's a circle for the head and then the 3 tentacles coming down. It's actually pretty cool. I like that. Secondary objectives: find out about Darkwater, and then leave for Darkwater. Okay.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston, but I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century, but it seems to have been shunned since then.
So it's been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? Sea? I'm assuming they meant sea god. Was it a sea god or dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
All right, we got to consult our diary here. The picture, blah, blah, blah. All right, so we want to go to Darkwater here. So we have new people entered into our case file here. So we have inhabitants, we have places, and we do have this entered into the occult, the crazy looking picture here. And away we go to Darkwater. Let's do this. We get an achievement and 1 character point. We start chapter 2. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label and address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. All right, here we go. Entering madness with another cutscene. Oh, late title card. Focus Home Interactive presents. Hi, Kaz. Welcome. Is that a hat? Yes, wearing a beanie today. It's quite chilly over here in Michigan today. A game by Cyanide Studio. Do you guys know Cyanide Studio? I've never heard of them. Don't really know what they're known for. Unless maybe they're a new studio? I don't know.
We're almost there.
Thanks, Captain Briefcase. Captain Manpurse? There we go. Very late title card. Call of Cthulhu. Great looking font, by the way. I don't know if it's similar or the same as what they had on the 1981 role-playing game, but it's a very nice looking logo. Flakshot says, whoever Cyanide Studio is, they love the color green.
There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the
Harbor
Hawkins
Master.
family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
That guy's voice just seems like it hurts to talk. A pile of documents that you'd be interested. Like, it just seems so. He must smoke like 5 packs a day. As one deep voice. So here we are, dark water. We got the lighthouse on the edge, which looks really, really cool. Here we go. It's going to shine our way. There it is. Again, great atmosphere. Love the looks of this. There's some big house up there. Huh. It's like the Addams Family house or something. And I love the name of this bar, by the way, the Stranded Whale. Here's a lantern. Can I pick this up? I guess not. Don't want to steal someone's lantern, if we can help it. People hanging out here. Here's a guy who smokes, that's for sure. So lots of inhabitants, lots of people around, but no one to actually really talk to. At least I'm not seeing prompts to talk to them.
This isn't your home, you bunch of sand crabs. We go where we want. Hey, you'll get us.
Nothing for you here either.
We're already in
Beat
trouble.
it.
Okay.
Can we sort this out? You can see he's half drunk.
So apparently can't go that way. It's a good wall for them to put up to keep us from going anywhere. Oh, here we go.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
All right, let's see.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
There's no way there's 36 warehouses
I
on
like
this
you,
island.
so
It's
I'll be
tiny.
frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Are the police in on it? Who knows? Oh, there's a little crab over here scuttling around. Look at this. That is one big dead whale, though, I gotta say. Let's check out this whale.
Blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
My medicine education apparently helped me with that. My medicinal education. All right, I think we've explored a little bit. We're going to check out the stranded whale in just a second, but first I'm going to wet my own whistle here. I like that Flakshot says that voice reminds me of Al Pacino. Yeah, hey, that whole thing. Speaking of hey-o, hey Osric, good to see you, buddy. Post 2000 era Pacino, yeah, where it's just like he has that voice all the time. Yeah, Scarecrow, good to see you, buddy. He says walking to the club like, what up? I got a big tentacle. I can't rap, but there you go. Let's see. Yeah, Scarecrow probably rejected your first message because you're talking about having a big tentacle. I don't know. Maybe chat is too smart to see through, sees through your tricks. You know, it's so smart it can see that. Yeah, and Crowther says Mr. Krabs knows something. Ain't that the truth? All right, in we go to the stranded whale. I gotta say, there's some inhabitants of this island and in Boston who have great Boston accents. And then there's other ones who have terrible Boston accents. So the police officer actually sounded pretty good. It's very subtle, but it was there. The captain was a bit much, though. Oh, that's nice.
Hey, be careful.
He just got there and he's already messing with all the locals here. It's not a good idea.
Give him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Let's see.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Fair enough. Let's see here. So Osric, he says he's seen the first hour of this, so I might just stick around for what I'm familiar with. Fair enough. Yeah, you don't want to spoil it for yourself. You know, we're only just getting into the beginning here. Scarecrow with the accents. So long as no one sounds like Matt Damon. What about Ben Affleck? Is that okay? So did they give you a key yet? No, I have not received a key. I just got on the island, actually. All right, let's find out about Darkwater.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why.
That's the proper answer, Scarecrow. Ben Affleck is never okay.
I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Fair enough.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
There's still some stuff in there about Sarah Hawkins that it
What
feels
can you
like
tell
we
me
could...
We all knew she was famous on the mainland. Then
Okay, we already heard that. But all this has been
I've
we've
got
gone
what I
through,
need.
so
Anything
there
else?
must be some other part of that conversation that we haven't been able to unlock yet. So let's see. Let's order a drink. No, he won't feed us
What
yet.
can
So
you tell me about
says we got to earn it.
we all knew she then.
It's not what I meant to hit.
I've got
Anything?
Return. All right, let's find out.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Man, he really isn't going to give us a drink. All right, well, I guess that's it for
That'll be
now.
all for now.
All right, well, we talked to him. And it didn't go super well. I don't think we got all the information we need, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
I like that though.
One of the
They
miraculous
disappeared.
cats.
You mean you fished them all out? You made them go extinct?
I've never heard this
Yeah, I
one.
guess you could say that.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And
Wow.
it was delicious.
How does he know?
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
That guy's neck completely craned like 180 degrees over to talk to me. All right, let me catch up with you guys here. If this was a Bioware game, the bartender would be doing a striptease by now, says Scarecrow. Ridiculous.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
So Darkwater is a tiny, like, fishing island, but they have an asylum there?
We'll do it again, you know?
How many people actually live here? It looks like it's all just, like, older white fishermen dudes. They have an asylum.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. We'll follow its reader and
This guy's definitely got some occult shit going on.
Gifted with its
He's got
own
some burn marks on
consciousness
his hands,
until it finds a new reader.
writing on his other arm. Alright, then you got this mysterious,
What you looking at?
sexy
stranger?
lady over here. Here's your BioWare character, Scarecrow, just for you. Of course they're white, it's the Northeast. But my point is, why do they have an asylum? Are there really that many crazy people on the island? They're fishermen, right? I don't know.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Wow. Okay, fair enough. You sure you don't
I
want to
told
talk
you
to me?
beat it.
Alright, okay. You sure there's nothing I could maybe buy you another drink? Are you sure there's nothing I could do? Okay, I think that might be about it for the bar. It's like the reserved area. Alright. If they have an asylum, it's the Northeast. Osric says, with Cthulhu, insanity is likely enough of a problem to warrant. Yeah, I guess that's true. That's the whole point, right? I'm asking why there's an asylum on a tiny island. That's part of the mystery. Alright, so there's the captain. What's he got for me to search around here?
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
I guess we'll have to ask him.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Yeah, this place seems really scary. Like, all the windows are boarded up and everything, and I don't know.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
I can't imagine too many people are walking into this place like, oh, I'm gonna go visit the harbor master. Oh my god! How long have you been living
Fishing.
like this, man?
Could do with some rust remover.
Oh, we can't get in here. Anyone need to use the loo? A Scarecrow just spoiled the whole thing. He says, plot twist, the whole island is an asylum. The building itself is just a mailing address. I could see it. The Learning of Medicine, Volume 2. The second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Alright, so now we can grab our sheet here. Okay, so there are books to pick up, apparently. And let's see here. We got 1 point to add, but I just want to go back. View the character sheet. This is my character sheet. But what did the book do? The book just take me to level 2? I don't quite fully grasp what the book did, if it's already done it or not. Apparently not. Maybe it's just telling me that I have 1 CP to use, but I'm not really interested in using it right now anyway. Alright. Here's a big map here. Let's head up the stairs. Let's see what we got up here.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Nothing really in
What a
there.
macabre souvenir.
Macabre?
What a macabre souvenir.
thought that word was pronounced macabre. Macabre? Anyway, Osric, when you were asking about the key earlier, asking if the devs gave me a key. Yes, their press team, as I mentioned at the beginning of this, was kind enough to hook me up with a key for the game to check it out. So here we are today, playing it.
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck. I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible, 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? A mystery. Yeah, Scarecrow confirms it is pronounced macabre. Something anyone in that time who knew the word would also knew. Yeah, I kind of figured. All right, so we got a new clue. Let's check out our clues, shall we? So we have the threatening letter with Cat. We really got to talk to the captain about that. We got the photograph that we got to ask the captain about because it looks just like the captain, but he's got a wooden leg. Looks like the captain, but with a wooden leg. Can we talk now? Hey. Can we talk? Okay.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives
In
of
the
my
harbor.
sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
All right, let's ask him about the documents.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Scarecrow. Order the clam chowder. I take the chowder. Let's see.
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Oh yeah. Let's go see his wooden leg. I'd like nothing more to see your father's wooden leg.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain Cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Scarecrow, steal the wooden leg and seduce him with it. I don't even know if I want to know. I'm not sure I want to know.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I can go do that. All right, we're going to ask him about Warehouse
I'm looking
36.
for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
Notice he's the
Know
first
who the
character that
building
hasn't told us
belongs to, don't
to
you?
go there yet, though. Everybody else has said don't go there, but
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
okay, we did all that.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
So we'll come back and see him when we've seen the wooden leg, or he said there was something we got to go see in the bar on the wall, right? So we got another character point, and our next objective is to get into Warehouse 36. So that should be interesting. All right, so we got 2 points to spend. There's our new inhabitants, I should say. And we got a few new places here. Darkwater Port, Stranded Whale. And no new clues, no new items. But that's okay. Oh, and now those guys have moved. Oh, conveniently, these guys have now moved, so that way perhaps we can get to the warehouse.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Can I help you, fella? Can I help you, fella? You got Mr. Mutton Chops over here, hanging out with his mustache friend. There we go. I was like, where did the other guys go? Maybe he'll let me take his lantern.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told that flunky that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean, they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Fair enough. Can I have your lantern? Can I have that? I would like it very much. Alright, we're gonna go in here. And we gotta look for that thing on the wall. Oh.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor.
That's funny. He kept everybody's tabs up here. Osric asks how this is running, by the way. So this is actually running pretty good for anybody who is interested in getting the PC Steam version of this game. It's running pretty good. I haven't had any stuttering, no loading issues, none of that stuff. It's running fairly good.
The miraculous catch. Apparently the most significant event of the last 80 years.
So, it says here that Darkwater was suffering from famine. They'd given up hope. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. They had an unbelievable catch from the vessel. Size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales. Let's see, they call it the miraculous catch. I'm trying to paraphrase through this because it's a lot of text here. Surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality, plentiful, nutritious benefits. There's no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine From which part of the island was suffering? Yeah, but they don't actually tell you how big it was. That's what I'm interested in. I want to know how miraculous this catch was. So that's in the diary now.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
Fair enough. See if she'll talk to us now.
Beat it.
Nope. All right. Okay. Fair enough. We'll leave you alone. As Flagshot pointed out earlier, he said friend-zoned, but the problem is, Flagshot, I don't think we're even friends with her. We're not on the good side with her at all.
He's gonna get us into trouble.
All right, so the whale has moved, so it looks like they are going to be pulling it back into the sea. But look at the damage done to this thing. That poor whale. That poor thing. Pull that poor thing back into the water. All right, let's
Where do you think you're going?
Chat with this guy.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Yeah, exactly, Scarecrow, which means you aren't friend-zoned. We're totally not. We're not friends. We're not getting anywhere with her. We're not even buying her a drink. Nothing's happening, guys.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
Wow.
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Flagshot, yeah, this guy is a private detective.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay.
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Told you to beat it. Man, no one wants me around. It's sad, isn't it? All right, so we got to find a way to get into Warehouse 36 somehow, some way. But I don't know how that's going to happen. Yeah, that was funny, Flagshot. I was laughing because while the guy was talking, I looked over and he said, "Oh, my question has been answered." So when he asked me if he was a private detective, I'm like, I know this is on a slight delay, the stream is, so you're going to see him go like, "I'm a private detective," in just a second here. Wait a minute, you were just in the bar. The same mutton shop guy, right? Don't tell me they're using the same model over and over. Here's the mutton shop guy with the goatee thing. I'm going to go run to the bar real quick because I want to see if it's the same guy or not. A drunkard detective? Hey, a drunk detective it's a very noir thing. Hey, look, there he is. There's mutton chops with a goatee right there. He was just out there. It's the same guy, just wearing different clothes. Man. All right, so let's see. There was two guys over here that we can go talk to.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan. Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back.
Do you guys think these guys might be drunk? I can't tell.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
There was a little hitching right there. I don't know if you guys saw it on stream.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
Another mention of Cat.
They would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Yeah, Osric mentions he's got to say, love the idea of mechanics and a skill tree that impacts your interactions and conversations with people and how you go about progressing rather than just combat. Yeah, I think that that's a really cool, valid idea for sure. A skill tree that's more about like how you interpret your surroundings and how conversations happen in different ways. I don't know if there even is any combat in this game. Is there? They haven't mentioned it, if that's the case.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Stay in frame.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Fair enough. All right, we went through all that.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Okay, I guess we will see you later. I'm just looking around, see what I can find around here. Okay, we got these two guys over here. Oh, we got somewhere to crouch into.
Serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hit them some. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout it to Cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
I have a feeling, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong here, that Cat might be the sexy lady in the bar. Maybe that's just me.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Let's see.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
Okay.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Let's see.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Yeesh. All right.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
Fair enough.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn
Language.
about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
All right, so the only option we have is to lie. But we're going to leave for now and see if there's like another way to actually get in here. Because there just might be. Osric says there are really short segments of combat where you're given a handgun, he believes, but that's about it. The game is mostly narrative and investigatively driven. That I can definitely tell. It's one of those games that is going to either have you sort of riveted by the story and the conversations you have with people, or it's going to be something that really bores you, I think. I'm actually really into this. I like the investigative and dialogue approach to it. I don't get to play a lot of games that are like that, so I think this is actually pretty fun. I'm not sure how well it's doing out for you guys out there, though.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
He's so polite. I shall take my leave. Those guys are like, yeah, whatever, get out of here. Flagshot says he's going to be speaking in a Boston accent for a few hours after this stream. All right, so they conveniently park this car in the middle of that area, so there's nowhere to go. But here is somewhere to go. Find hidden items. The spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items in a close area. I didn't get to read it before it was gone. So is it this?
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Okay. Is it one of those things where that thing starts blinking faster and faster the closer I get to it, or do I just need to kind of put something together? We know there's something under the grate, so we got to do something with the rope. It's attached to the pulley thing up there, so we got to get up over there. So I think we got to climb this, okay? We're up. We have climbed it. Let's do this thing.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
All right, well, let's do it. Was I supposed to talk to it? But I need to find... I need to actually find the winch that'll turn it, right? Because this thing won't turn... Do I have to turn it on, or is there like a handle for it that I gotta find? Osric says that he loves the narrative in Lovecraft games. They don't generally tend to be scary, though, which I have heard is the case for this. Yeah, so far this hasn't been scary, but it does have a lot of mood and a lot of atmosphere. I will give it that. Because that's the thing. If you're going to make a game that's supposedly horror-based or whatever, even if it's not scary, you got to make sure that the mood and atmosphere is there. All right, so we got to find a handle or something. Okay, we got a cogwheel. It's part of a mechanism.
Would it be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch?
And then I'm sure there's more than that, right? Or is that it? See, like this. Look, there's the handle right there. So we gotta find...
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Okay. Here's something. Ratchet device. This part enables heavy load to be lifted and held aloft without risk.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
And here's something. Aha, there it is. The lever.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
I think we got all the parts we need. Also, just so you know, there's another path where you could brute force your way through those guys. Okay. Well, hey, it's one of those games you're going to play the way you want to play, right? Okay, there's the cogwheel. There's the ratchet device. There's the handle. Turn that
Looks like
handle.
Everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Scarecrow says, I go to the bathroom and suddenly you've taken up smoking. Hey, you know, you got to start sometime, okay?
Damn, I broke it.
Broke it? What do you mean you broke it? We just collected all those pieces. And now it's broken? Edward, you jerk. So what do we do now? That's it? That's the whole hidden area? We can't get in there now? It's kind of a waste of time. Yeah, we got a check mark next to the hidden area thing there, so... Dumb. Dumb. Alright. We have 2 points to use there still. We did get a new clue, but that was the thing we read earlier in the bar. In the bar. Oh, I see. So this was the other medicine book that we picked up. So if you pick up books, you just keep them. I see. So that must have been a mistake when it told me to go into my diary after that.
A little mouse has got
There's
lost
Cat.
on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Let's see.
This muddy alley is yours? Good for you. I've got work to do.
I don't think that you've quite understood the situation. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Wow. She's pretty hardcore, don't you think?
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Whoa! Oh, that cat. Come on, that's uncalled for.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, man. Well, at least he didn't get stabbed. Would you guys... Question for the chat. Would you rather get stabbed or kneed in the crotch?
I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
They just dragged me and dumped me behind the boat here. Okay. Well, apparently I have no problem running around, at least, though. Scarecrow. Seduce her! I don't think there was any seducing her, unfortunately. She's real cute, but man, is she mean. Come on to my turf. Repeat it with an eyebrow raise. Oh boy. I don't think that will work. Hey, I'm back.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I
did knee him in the crotch.
You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So
Oh, okay.
by that.
Now we're in the friend
If I
zone.
catch you again,
Ah.
You'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter.
Oh, I
Tell
think
me,
Sushi has come to
what
join
brings you
us.
to Dark
Come on.
Water?
Come on, you gonna hang out? Sushi is here. We'll see if he decides to jump on the chair or not. All right. What do we tell her the truth? I guess.
The deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
By the way, sushi stream. He has decided to come down and join us today, which is great. Woo! You are surfing on the chair, aren't you? Look at this guy. Osric says, I didn't even know that could happen. And what is that in reference to, Osric? Just the way that we had Cat attack us, or what? Not to be confused with Cat, but Cat in the game. All right. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet. Okay, I need help getting into the warehouse.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I
think we finally have gotten in the warehouse.
Make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Let's go for it. Why not?
Oh, we always have one, Detective.
So, Cat coming after us with a knife.
I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front
So
of
Cat attacked me with a knife, Osric. That's not something that you knew could happen, huh?
old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
It's a sign. There's something coming.
So, anyway, Osric, that's pretty cool. If there are different ways to play this game and they give you different ways of doing things based on dialogue and your conversation choices and stuff like that, I think that is super cool. Which definitely gives you the option of, like, you know, if you're really into this game, it's one of those games you could play through a couple times and go a different route, and the story might be completely different depending on which way you go. Obviously, I can't confirm that, this being my first playthrough, but if that is the case, it's really cool. All right, anything to investigate over here? Doesn't look that way.
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
All right, all right. Hello. Okay. That lighter is powerful.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
I thought she wanted to be on my back, though, to make sure I didn't get into any of her business, so to speak. Okay, let's head in.
Ugh, this place stinks.
We got another character point.
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
And Flagshot will be very impressed with this. Reconstruction. To enter a reconstruction scene, hold LT and RT. Flagshot will be impressed with this area because it's all green. I know how much he loves green in this game. All right, so you got some bloody bandages over here. You got some, what looks like ritual stuff over here. Another creepy painting. All right, we're going to do some reconstruction. You guys ready? Let's do it.
It smells as bad as it looks.
I can imagine.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Oh, okay, so you got this guy who's sort of... This reminds me of The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, if you guys have played that. This is very similar game to that, where you're walking around, talking to people, doing different things, and piecing together a scene like this. So you can see that, like, there's some guy, some shadow figure, who's, like, reaching up to this painting here, which is kind of interesting.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
I see. So these are the important parts. The ones that flash like that are the pieces that you actually want. So you got someone here trying to reach out for the paintings. You got someone here sleeping with this photograph. And I assume the last one will be over there with the mirror and the bandages and stuff.
What happened here?
He punched the mirror. His hands got all bloody. Okay, cool. I think we have done it. New clue memorized, and we gained another character point. So we have 4 character points at this point. So let's go to our diary and check out what we got going on. Let's see, skills. Okay, so we got 4 CP to use. Let's see, psychology is only at a 2 out of 5. Medicine, these 3 are 2 out of 5. We'll have to look at those in just a second here. So that tells you how many CP you need before the next one here. Actually, I think we're gonna upgrade eloquence because it says it represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. We talk to a lot of people in this, so that might be important. Improving the skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussions. So let's go ahead and do that. There it is. And we will go ahead and validate that. Cool. Let's go to dark water. So we talked to Kat. And there's our new clue, the Hawkins warehouse. Trying to stay hydrated here, folks. All right. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from the wound, as well as pills, painkillers, and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life. But it is the discovery of a partly charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion. That allows all doubts to be lifted as to the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. Good to know. And inventory is still just our lighter. So I think we are good to go in here now. I'm surprised I still can't pick up one of these lanterns, though, just to walk around with. Probably easier than having the lighter, but who knows. All right, I think we got what we needed out of here. Let's move on.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You, don't move. You again.
Uh-oh.
I told you to stay away
We
from
pissed
the
off
warehouse.
Officer Bradley. Let me catch up with you guys here. Osric, you sure are pining for her, aren't you, bud? No, sir. I don't like angry ladies like that. Makes me scared. Also, apparently you can find more out in that mode the more clues you find. Yeah, I think I found everything I could in that area. Let's see. Oh, Osric, in an unrelated term, he says another new champ is coming to Quake. I figured more champs were coming, but did they mention who it is? Did they already release a trailer for the new one? Athena from Quake Champions, I thought, the newest champion, I thought she was a really good ad. Her grappling hook is a lot of fun. Let's offer teaming up with the officer here.
Like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
All I did was walk around with Kat. There she is.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
I love that Edward interrupts and he's just like, all right, I'm over the banter. Can we just get to the mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
Oh, that's the mansion we're heading to, the one that's at the top that I pointed out. The Addams family house.
That's the Hawkins mansion.
Ba-na-na-na.
We got some driving to do.
Where they go? We're moving into chapter 3. Very cool. Osric, in reference to the new champion that's coming to Quake, he's got a turret and he's Scottish. What's his name? Is he a new champion? Old champion? I'm trying to think. Who had a turret? Continuing on, though, with Cthulhu stuff, though, Osric says, in other areas of the game, when you're exploring, when you find clues about stuff, there you can piece more together in that mode. Okay, well, I will keep that in mind. I like those investigative portions of the game. They're kind of fun. So we're going, this is the garden of the Hawkins mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Okay, sounds good. Let's enter the madness. So you guys see the scar on his face right there, where apparently Cat probably sliced his face. Pretty disgusting. Makes me like, I'm like touching my cheek and everything now, just thinking about how terrible that would be. Ugh. The new champion, his name is Eisen. Shared in Discord. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely share it in our Discord. Check it out after this. Here we are, Hawkins Mansion. Alright, now don't blame me if you get hurt up over here.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I brought you up here in my car. You know how I got these scars? Oh boy. Eisen is a returning Quake character from what? I don't remember what he was from. I don't think there was an Eisen character in Quake 3, was there? Let's see.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I have other questions.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's Not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Hold on, don't rush me. I got things to ask.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Nah, let's just go for it.
Quickly here. And I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Okay.
Why not?
You can come along.
Can help.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go.
I got nothing to hide. The mood of this place. Look at this. This is a great looking mansion. Like I said, very Victorian era, Addams Family style. I like it. Oh, he went the opposite way. I wanted to go this way and look around. I love that you can see the lighthouse from here too. And that's where we were, just down there in town. Very, very cool.
Someone is using the fireplace.
I
suppose that this is where old Winchester lives.
We're gonna have to go talk to him at some point here. That big tree is blocking our way up to the mansion. It's interesting, that water was so bright when we were walking up to it. I thought that that was like some kind of like cultish symbol or something on there, but you run up to it, it's like, oh no, it's just a puddle. There's the cop up over there. And we do have a statue. Very pretty statue. We got some writing on it. Let's investigate it.
1693. This house is much older than it seems.
Very cool. Yeah, Osric, I like that too. He says, hey, there was actually a point to going down there. It's always good when you go places you're not supposed to go and you still find something that you were looking for that's related to the case or whatever. Is there something I can pick up yet? There's all kinds of bugs around it. Maybe I don't want it. Man, it's a creepy looking dude.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Okay, so someone's been up here recently.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Yes, let's.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What
Poor
kind
kid.
of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, Have pity on this poor family.
Osric points out he believes the Hawkins family in this is actually based on the story or the book, which is kind of cool. Yeah, we talked about that when we started, Osric, that this game is actually based on the pen and paper RPG from the early 80s, so we definitely know it's not based on the book. So maybe they did like an amalgamation. It's like a combination of that plus the book, maybe. I don't know. All right, well, Cop's going to hang back there because he's still like taking it all in. We're going to head up to the mansion here. There's a crow up there. The game has saved. All right, so that's where the big tree stump was. It's going to fly away? Nope, crow's going to hang. Okay.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Yeah, it's all boarded up. Not getting in through there. That's for sure. All right, let's run over this way here. Blackshot says he'd love to see a VR adaptation of this. And I can't disagree. I don't do much VR on my side, but I could definitely see a game like this with the talking and the interactions and stuff like that really working in something like VR. I think that they did. I don't know if you guys played the most recent Batman movie that came out. Okay, we found a new entrance. Back to my point in just a second.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
Pretty tense moment here.
How we have it out on dark water?
What do we want to do?
Put down the axe, and I'll forget that you threatened a cop.
Show your badge, cop, and then we can talk.
You don't need to see my badge.
You're a bad liar, city boy. For the last time, tell me why you're here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
Okay.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Yeah, that's it.
I go inside.
Rats and shit, you know.
That I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Interesting. Winchester guy. He's no one to fuck with. I'm just going to tell you guys. But anyway, you were talking about the VR thing, and Flagshot goes on to say that something about VR and detective games goes together like peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, the interesting thing, I believe, whatever the last Batman game was it Arkham Knight? Was that what it was? I forget. Whatever the last one was with the driving and stuff like that. But they had the investigation scenes as well. I think the whole series had those, but the third one was more involved, where you like walked into an investigation area and you had to go up and identify spots just like you do in this game. And I believe they actually made that investigation scene in VR, and it was something that a lot of people really liked. So this is one of those games I feel like you're saying, Flagshot, might actually work out really well. I'm going to go down and explore it this way first, because I want to go check out Winchester's old shack over here. The puddles are so shiny when you see them out of your peripheral. It's wild. Yeah, Osric says it probably wouldn't be hard to make it work in VR with some external app. A small studio with as many animations as are required for this game's conversations is likely they didn't have time to polish them. That is quite true, with smaller studios not having time to do that kind of stuff. His shack is locked. Is there another way in?
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Of course it's empty. Aha. Okay, so yeah, we're in here. We can see inside, but there's not really much going on in there, is there? I guess we're gonna have to come back. Maybe we'll catch him in the act doing something nasty. You guys really want to see that? I don't. Flagshot says most of it is well polished for a small studio. Just that guy was freaking out, made me laugh. Yeah. Besides, like, some of the weird character speech patterns, some of the I think overdone character posing, that kind of thing. Like when Kat was talking, she was very, very calm with us while she was talking with us, but her hands were kind of like doing this. You know, she'd be like, "What are you doing here?" But she would just be like, "What are you doing here?" Her body said she was really angry, but her voice said she was very calm. It was very strange. But regardless.
P.S. Shall we enter?
P.S.
Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Yep, we're going to check out the mansion right now. Oh, he gives you a key and you go straight to break into his place. Yeah.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
What if he's hiding something? Okay, we're in the mansion. Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester, the old caretaker, still faithful to his employers. Keeps watch on the place armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. All right. Now, if you guys look at this library picture here, excuse me, this picture here, if you remember, when this game was announced way back when, because I was reading on the Wikipedia when this was actually announced, it said 2014. And when this game was announced, the screenshots looked beautiful, and everybody was really looking forward to a new Call of Cthulhu game. And then it kind of like went by the wayside. Nobody heard about it for a very, very long time. But this library was something that they showed in those really, really early screenshots, which is kind of cool. You'll also notice in the screenshot that there is a shadow on the very right side there in the room past the library. So I wonder what that's going to be all about here. Let's check it out.
I know the place.
And let's see. We're coming up. Oh, we got a new objective. Let's consult the diary. We got 2 more points available, which is good. There's the officer. There's the caretaker. And we do have a key in our inventory now, which is good to know.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Okay, we're in another investigative area. Let's do this. I was mentioning Vanishing of Ethan Carter earlier, how you have to piece scenes together and everything. If you guys haven't played that, it's a great little game. At the time when it came out years and years ago, it was sort of a marvel for the way it looked, a graphical marvel. It's still actually a really pretty game, too.
What kind of meat is this?
But it's sort of a murder mystery with ghosts type of game, very similar to this. So if you are enjoying this, Ethan Carter might be another one for you to check out.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
All right, so there's Charles Hawkins. And we're still looking for clues here. Nothing there. You guys see the meat that they were eating? He said, what kind of meat is this? But look at the head. It's got tentacles on it. Maybe you can see it better on the other side where we were. But look at that. There's the eyeball, the tentacles on each side here. Eating some kind of Cthulhu head squid thing. Gross. That's not anything we can investigate. Was that the only thing, two things we had to investigate in here? Was that it? How about this on the floor? Here we go.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Yeah, right now Steam actually has a Halloween sale going on, so I recommend going on there and seeing what they have on sale. Ethan Carter might actually be available right now for a cheaper price, so something to keep in mind.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
It looks that way. I think we have seen everything that we can see here. We got all the whole family here and everything. Yeah, we definitely can't look at that painting. So I think we're done.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Yeah, that's a good point, Osric. There's probably an argument because she didn't want to eat Cthulhu's pet dog. I don't know how recent they died, the family, but like this food is still out here. It looks moldy, but like I said, depending on how long they've been dead, I don't know that this food would still look this good. There's a dead rat. The rat is dead, so that means the rat probably died eating that Cthulhu head thing. Yep, and there's the toy soldier, so obviously it was the kid's table. But I like that. Honey, I'm not eating that shit. What? What do you mean you're not going to eat it? No clues there. Yeah, I'm not going to eat some man squid's head, okay? Alright, honey? Honey? Alright, guys, we're looking at about 2 hours of screen time at the moment. We're not ending right now, but we are going to take a pause, and we're going to take a quick break so I can refill my water, hit the bathroom, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. So you guys also, please feel free to get up, stretch your legs, take a quick bathroom break, grab a drink, grab a snack, and I will be back momentarily. All right, everybody, we are back. Sushi also took a break with me here. He is excited, though, because here's the thing. He doesn't get fed for another, like, 2.5 hours almost. And he gets really hungry, or so he says he gets hungry. So while we're doing the stream today, I am going to give him a few cat treats just to tie him over until dinner time. Look at him. This guy is, like, going nuts over here. Look at him. Right here. He's going crazy. Absolutely crazy for cat treats. Let's give him a few more here, just to tie him over. And then we'll get back to Call of Cthulhu. I mean Cthulhu. And there we go. Very nice. Yep, Sushi has received treats, Kaz. He's happy now. He's just mowing it down, going to town. So yeah, we were talking about Steam's Halloween sale. So why don't we jump on there real quick, give you guys a few ideas of what's on sale, because I don't know about you guys, but during the Halloween season, I love to play games that are like horror related. There's a lot of games that come out that, you know, they have Halloween drops and that kind of thing. That's it. That's it for now, dude. He goes crazy for treats. But so lately I've been playing, you know, a bit of Rocket League here and there to unlock some of the cool like Halloween stuff that they have in that game. Playing a little bit of Overwatch to get some Halloween pumpkins to get new skins and stuff like that. So that's been fun. One game that I've had my eye on since it came out earlier this year was Graveyard Keeper. It's sort of like a graveyard tycoon sim style game that looked pretty awesome. I haven't gotten it yet, but that is on sale for $15. Looks pretty fun. Let's see here. A lot of people really like Dying Light. That's on sale. It's a zombie game. Dead by Daylight's a pretty famous one. It's similar to the Friday the 13th game where, you know, it's basically like 5-on-1 asymmetrical gameplay where one person plays as the murderer and all the other campers or regular people are running away from them. Those seem like they're pretty popular games as well, if you haven't played them yet. But yeah, check out Steam because there are a lot of games to pick from for Halloween here. We were talking about Ethan Carter. I was interested to see if that was still on sale. I think, Osric, you mentioned it. So right now, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter is $3. So you can't get much better than that, I don't think. So if you don't want to get Call of Cthulhu right this second or today, because Call of Cthulhu at the moment, though I'm having a ton of fun with it, it is a little bit more expensive. If you're looking for a game that's similar on a real cheaper, a bit of a cheaper side, $3 for The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. You can't go wrong. Beautiful game, lots of fun. I think it's about a 5-hour game, I believe, it was what I spent on it. But I think you have a good time with that one. But without further ado, guys, we are going to be jumping back into Call of Cthulhu here. I hope you are all ready and back and got a drink. And yes, Flash, I do play Rocket League. I took a long hiatus from it because I had a few bad games one night when I used to play a lot of it, and I had to uninstall it and take a long break from it. But yeah, Rocket League is a favorite of mine. I definitely like it. Flackshot actually points out that Dead by Daylight is also free to play at the moment, so keep that in mind if you want to check it out. All right, guys. Look at this guy. Loves his treats, loves attention. Let's get back into the game. All right, so where we left off, we were investigating with the cop here. I'm going to go past him, though. We're going to go investigate over here, because there's something.
Charles Hawkins, some kind of explorer.
So Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? I wonder. Oh, I see how it is. Eat and run, Sushi. Eat and run. All right, so we got a new photograph added to our collection. Let's go see what the cop is about to find here. So here's some papers. Those look like things we should probably be reading, but I guess not.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
All right, we got another investigation scene.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Apparently.
They had a fight. Why? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did someone escape the fire?
Scratch marks on the doors from someone's nails? Yeesh. So there's them fighting. There we go. Crouch.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Okay, we found all the hidden stuff. So that's good. This guy's really good at piecing this stuff together. This must take a lot out of him when he's doing it. It must be why he didn't really want to do any more cases for a while.
The painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
A cursed painting.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
There's the kid's toy.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
What's your theory, dearie?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
We got to go investigate another part of the house. We got another point to spend.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Can I go in through here? Nope, locked.
This door is locked.
Maybe we can find a key at some point. Hey, Newhouse, good to see you, buddy. Thank you for joining to hang out. Yeah, Flagshot, if you want to play Rocket League at some time in the future, definitely we'll hook that up on Discord. That goes for everybody else, too. If you haven't already joined us for Quake Champions, please do. We usually organize in the Discord whenever the feeling arises to play a bit of Quake Champions, but we may start doing Rocket League as well. All right, we got another medicine book here. So again, I don't really know how the books come into play when it comes to the character sheet. There's a whole lot of stuff in this mental sanity area here that, like, I don't know what to do. But I already had 3 CP, I think. I don't think the books give you an extra one, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm still trying to figure that part out. Yeah, Newhouse, it is cold here in Michigan. It's that weather in the fall that's weird because it's cold outside, but if you work hard, then you'll sweat pretty bad. It's that weird medium. But I'm also in my basement, so my basement is a little bit more chilly than I think the rest of the house. Today I'm just feeling a little bit more cozy in a knit hat. That lightning effect is really cool. I like that. Osric says that, back in that room we were investigating, I love that his first thought when seeing the nail marks on the door was, oh, some dude just ran out of the room. Right. Not scraped his fingers along the door, creating these terrible marks, right? Occultism can only be improved by reading books and texts related to them, or just generally learning about them. So the funny thing is, you mentioned that, Osric, that the books that I'm picking up, though, aren't occult books. They are... where did he have those stored before? They're medicinal books, though. And he had those in his inventory or something earlier. I know that I found them, but I don't know where they are now. But regardless, yeah, medical books. Interesting. Here's something to investigate.
These bandages are covered in dried blood.
Dried blood? Kaz not scratching, trying to get out and failing. Ooh. Could you imagine? Reminds me of that Stir of Echoes movie with Kevin Bacon. You guys remember that? Person scratching to get out. Okay, we're in a hidden area.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
We gotta try to find some hidden stuff here.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Okay. There's something. Crowbar found in Hawkins Manor. It probably belongs to the caretaker, Silas.
Crowbar. Could prove useful.
Alright, well, we got a crowbar now, so that's cool. This mansion definitely gives you the heebie-jeebies.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Wow, imagine how, you know, how wealthy that book would probably make you today. An original Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Alright, I heard creepy music cue. Something is definitely going to happen. Here's another book. Herman Melville. Moby Dick.
Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
I don't know that many whalers are reading Moby Dick. It's a long friggin' book.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Pretty creepy painting, I gotta say. Don't you think? This painting over here, it's like off-centered. Pretty strange. Alright, we haven't gone upstairs yet. Let's head upstairs. Let's go investigate. Well, they definitely had a hell of a library, I'll tell you that. My wife is a huge reader, so if she saw this place, she would be like, wow, that's like my dream come true. Okay, we'll turn that lamp on, and...
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Scylla, also the name of the boat that landed that miraculous catch, if you guys remember. There wasn't anything else in this area, was there? Okay, yeah, there's this whole area to walk down.
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Osric says he just imagines a dude and a whale fighting in a ring, in reference to Moby Dick, the ultimate fight between man and whale. Yeah, could you imagine? Yeah. Yeah. In this corner, you have Edward Pierce, and in this corner, you have a big crazy whale. I want a clean fight, you two.
A book on hunting whales.
Shake hands.
The island's staple diet last century.
Okay. So there's all kinds of books. Let's investigate.
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
Can't disagree. There's a door over here too, which cannot be accessed.
20,000 leagues under the sea.
Oh.
Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Who would have thought? Another rare edition Jules Verne novel. Mm-hmm. I love this room, though. I keep looking in the library. All the books, the light shining in through the windows and everything. I love when the lightning hits every now and then. You can see the lightning flash. Again, they created great atmosphere in this game.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Okay, interesting. She's saying that she loves her family, but unfortunately she can no longer continue to close her eyes on the behavior of her wife. Last week she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. These disturbances were to recur. Believe me that, although I would feel like torture, it would be obliged to involve the police. That would not be good. Okay, fair enough. So, apparently burned his fingers. It would seem as though, there's that cool lightning effect there. It would seem as though her husband, that was weird. The lightning hit and I could have swore I saw like a skull or something appear before me. That was really weird. It would seem her husband's been dealing in some weird shit and she is kind of like dealing with him. Like, he wants to eat the weird occult head thing. She doesn't want to eat it. Here goes a rat. Run, buddy, run. Just curious where he's running to.
Locked.
Another locked door. Nothing to pick up. Okay, we got a hidden item thing showing up. This one's open, though.
What will her room reveal about her?
I guess we'll find out momentarily. Scarecrow, I go for a long walk and you continue smoking. Listen, Scarecrow, this habit, it's just not going to stop. We're smoking. Ah, we're going to pick a lock. I didn't know he could pick locks. Unfortunately, this is no Fallout. We don't get to actually pick it ourselves. Looking for hidden items. Oh boy, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Okay. Things to open.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
She was making a pretty good living selling
Seems the
paintings,
last
it
one
would
was
seem.
given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
I think it's funny that we come in here. Okay, I was about to say, how do we not
Was Sarah Hawkins
have something to say about
interested
this
in
circle in the middle of the room?
What was she trying to achieve?
Okay, game has saved after that, so that's seems to be a plot point.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Ever since you left to bury yourself away on the Lost Island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Okay, interesting. You see there's more scratches on the walls, though.
Locked.
Okay, so it's just going to remain locked. Alright, so there's still a hidden item to find in here somewhere.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
I'm not familiar with barbiturates. Never heard of it. Yeah, Kaz, Sushi has vanished. He ate and run. He got his treats and he took off. I don't know why. He seemed to have been enjoying himself. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe he'll come back. We'll see. Let's see. So, Osric, what was the thing? Yeah, he said that I did actually see something when the lightning struck. He said it was like clear as day, but it's not a skull. What was it? Walls naturally scratch over time as the house settles. Yeah, it naturally gets scratched over time as the house settles. When it's haunted... He's burning his fingers. There you go. Sorry guys, I'm just retracing my steps here. There we go. Looking for the hidden stuff. So we found a sketchbook of hers. Okay, so it does say occultism progression. Check your character sheet. So if we go to occultism here. Okay, so it must have added a point into it. Though I'm not entirely sure because I picked up a medicine book and it said that I still need 4 for that one when I would have needed 3. But I put that one into occultism earlier too. I don't know. I'm not putting it together, I guess. Yeah, the medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Okay, so that's why they're orange. So those things we are finding are being improved by the objects we're finding. So that's good to know. Man.
Bradley? Is that you?
Oh, look at that. There's scratches on the walls. Can I open this yet? Yes, I can. We're going to wait to go in there just yet. There's scratches on the walls and now that door is open. But there's a hidden object to find out here. Osric says the item that, or the object that we saw in the lightning had no eyes and looked moderately amphibian, as well as having some nasty fangs. Flagshot says it's a shambler. If only, right? All right, where could this hidden object be? Behind here? Under here? Alright, we're gonna go in here. Maybe it's in this room. Nope, disappeared.
The boys' room.
Oh, but we gotta investigate. Let's investigate!
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Some of his drawings here. Look, he's drawing monsters. You guys see that? That's an old horror movie trope, isn't it? Kids drawing monsters and parents not believing them.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Well, he can't sleep because there's friggin' Cthulhu monsters around and his dad's trying to feed him squid face things.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Let's move on. But the drawings are gone. The toys are still there. The sleeping pills have been knocked to the floor. And that's really all we got here. Okay, there's more scratches there. We have a hidden object to find. It keeps popping up right here in this area. But if I go into either room, it disappears. So it's got to be out here somewhere. It now just disappeared. I'm afraid we're going to go into the next room, progress the story, and I won't have a chance to find this item. But I don't see anywhere else where it could be. Oh, wait. There it is. No wonder I didn't see it. It's the office key. Opens the door to Sarah Hawkins' office. That's just this door, though, isn't it? We've already been in here. This is just the occult room. Yeah. We're already in there. No big whoop. But at least we found it. Yes, Scarecrow says, it makes sense with the monster drawings. Adults don't believe kids, so monsters don't need to hide from them. That's the thing, though, right? It's such a movie trope, though. It's been in so many movies over the years. It's like, wow, your kid really draws some dark shit. I wonder why that is. I wonder. In Osric, new theory, monster did it. I'm gonna go with Colt or monster. I think those are safe bets here. It's got to be obvious, right? The drugs have a lot to do with all this stuff because they keep finding drugs in everybody's rooms. The dad drinks a lot of alcohol. The kid was taking sleeping pills. The mom was taking, what were those called? Whoa!
You.
Get him!
Stop!
Whoa, he just jumped right down the staircase, didn't he? Run, dude, run! Oh yeah, I can't go down there. Can I drop down here? Yes, I can. Well, there's the officer.
Did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
You may switch from one light source to another. Okay, so now I have a lantern, which is great. We're gonna go lantern.
This door was closed earlier.
That's where we're heading.
Where did he go?
Here's the scratches.
The bookcase has been moved several times.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here?
Yeah, he's behind the bookcase. There it is.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins.
Oil refilled. The oil reservoir of your lamp has been refilled. Okay, so you got to refill your oil lamp. No meter, though, which is interesting. So we got to find another hidden object, wherever that might be.
It looks like an old Seaway map.
Hey, Osric, I appreciate that you screenshotted that thing I saw in the lightning, because I was like, man, I know I saw something when that was going on. So thank you for doing that. I'll take a look at that once we're done here. Scarecrow says, plot twist. It wasn't a cult, but a colt, a mad horse, forever adolescent. That would drive somebody crazy.
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
Found the hidden item.
Dr. Fuller. Was he Sarah Hawkins' therapist?
Okay, interesting. So Dr. Fuller works at that asylum that we were talking about earlier, apparently.
This panel is movable.
Move the panel.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
Use the crowbar.
With this, I should be able to force the gears.
There we go.
Well done, Pierce.
Let's open. Let's do this. Yeah, K. Bowden says, back then everyone was on drugs. Fair enough. Oh God, Scarecrow. The puns. Hiding behind a bookcase? Show some spine. He really booked it out of there, though. Oy vey. You guys are funny. All right, we're moving on to chapter 4 here. Tunnels under the Hawkins mansion. We're really going deep here in this story. See, Scarecrow, I can do it too. Inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, have undertaken to search the place, looking for proof, when a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting. Detective and police officers set off after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley entered the tunnel under the mansion. Ooh.
Secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective novel.
Secret passage under the manor.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel. Look. Someone's been here recently.
3 seats.
Let's reconstruct, shall we? Yeah, Flagshot, I think this is supposed to be taking place between the 20s or 30s, somewhere in that realm. Osric says the 20s. I could definitely see it. All right, Osric says he's going to take off, and because things might get spoilery here. So definitely, thanks for joining, buddy. Hope you enjoy the game once you get a chance to play it. I know I'm having a good time with it right now.
Did
so
Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others?
Scarecrow, I don't think so. Wow, look at the weird face dudes. We saw them at the very beginning. Hanging out with those guys is not... It can't be good. It really just cannot be good. But Scarecrow, no. Loot boxes in this game? Get out of here.
Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest?
I guarantee he did.
What is this mask supposed to represent?
A question for the ages. There must be something else to look at. I don't feel as though we are done here. Here we go.
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress.
Ah, so she found out he was talking to faceless dudes. Scarecrow. Yeah, see right there, a loot box. You're right. He was protecting a loot box. That's what this is. Call of Cthulhu, at least this release of it. It's some sort of an allegory or a metaphoric story about loot boxes and how we should not be opening them. All right. I'm still on board, though, just so you know. Oh boy. Oh boy, Scarecrow. Things from the deep, because they've been dropped. Loot. Drops. Get it? Killing me over here. Let's go, Officer Bradley. There's no time to be chicken shit. We gotta get down here. We gotta figure this out. No time to waste.
Of course.
There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
All right, fair enough.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I have a feeling we're not going to like what we find.
I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
Fine, fine. Find the thief's trail and go to the main cave. Alright, we are officially in some water. And suddenly I have to pee again. Anybody else feel that way? Yeah, we're not going to get through there. Here we go.
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust.
Touch it. I just want to see the effect. Alright, more of this creepy area. Look how shimmery that water is. Good lord.
These paintings must be several centuries old.
It's a pretty interesting statue. Jump. We gained another point. Alright, so we're now in the main cave. Still won't open. But we did not find the thief's trail. So maybe that's coming up here. Let's hightail it here. Let's
Time has
run.
weakened these structures.
Like I say, his running, not quite a run, more a light jog. But that's okay. This is quite a nice area, though. I love the way the light looks right there. It's quite nice. Alright, so we got an entrance in there. But we got a dock down here with some stuff, so I want to see what's down here. What is all this stuff? It's slurm.
It looks like animal oil, but certainly not whale.
Methinks they be milking Cthulhu? Okay, we got a pyre here. And another door to go through.
What's going on here?
I wish I could say.
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
I think he's like, keep it down. And then he just shouts over. He's like, yeah, I know, right? Cultists everywhere. I mean, keep your voice down. All right, so we got some wicked chanting going on, which is pretty spooky. Oh my God, look at him down there. Someday Cthulhu will show. Someday. Okay, so we're still looking for the thief's trail here. Flackshot says, he's got to say, I really like Officer Bradley as a character. I am too. I think he's really funny, actually. He's like, what do you got me into? It's like, it's been on his watch too that this has happened, but he still blames the other guy for getting him into it. He doesn't want to get his uniform dirty and stuff like that. He is pretty funny. All right, game has saved here.
Mass grave.
Wow. Gross. A mass grave, just like intestines or red vines or veins or whatever flying or floating around there. It's pretty gross. It's the thief with his cool Cthulhu mask. Oh, that was probably not a good idea. The pit of horror. Where's the thief? Alright, so this is where we started at the very beginning.
Can't breathe. What?
Panic attack. Some situations and encounters will make you panic. Flee the place as fast as you can. Let's get out of here. This is quite scary.
No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
I guess we're gonna go through the guts over here. Oh man, this part is... I gotta hand it to him. It is pretty disorienting. Woo! Scarecrow. Oh man, red vines. Ugh.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is time. You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
My body is ready.
Every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream.
Right. Just like where we were at the beginning. Is he still gonna panic if he's looking back in there? Let's go back in. No, just kidding.
It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual.
Some scary ritual dagger. Wow. Yeah, do you guys prefer Twizzlers or Red Vines? That's a good question, especially this close to Halloween. Flackshot says, "Wow, awesome voice acting. They're really sounded like he was panicking there." Yeah, I got to agree.
I can't read Latin.
Can't read Latin, but hey, it's gonna help our occult skill there. So we're taking it. I don't care if you can read it or not. All right, so I remember that. So we can see people worshiping something in there. So we're gonna walk through this area again. Okay, it is dark here, guys. Like, I know you're probably seeing it like, wow, I can't see anything. I really can't see a damn thing. So we'll get the lantern out. I can't read Latin. Then what are you doing being an investigator in this time period? Even a layman should know some Latin back then. Is that true? Was it normal for people of the roaring 20s to know Latin? Okay, so that one is openable. Alright, so we gotta... What are we gonna do here? Who is on the altar over there? The stone slab.
You who sleeps, accept this dreamer under your immortal wing.
Ya Cthulhu Nithsiha Fetad.
Cthulhu.
Grant him your flesh and accept his, so that his body and yours may be one.
Yibithink Hupadk Cthulhu Bithinkor.
Grant him your mind and accept his, so that his mind and yours may be one.
Yeloig Hupadk Cthulhu Loigna.
I don't know if I actually have to stealth through this part, but it seems like a good idea.
Your dreams and accept his.
I feel him.
Huh.
You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him pass through every part of you. Bring me more sacred flesh. Your return
Some creepy shit, man, I gotta say. Scarecrow goes on to say, Latin and Greek were considered part of your education in the 1800s. Did not know that. In America? These guys are kind of taking a break here. You guys know those Google sleep pods that they have? This is what they used to have in the 20s. Stone slabs. Feeling, you feeling pretty tired? Like you might need a nap after all this culty stuff? Pull up a slab. Take a nap.
Dead?
Nope, never mind.
This
Dead.
ritual killed him. Where's the sense in that?
Where's the sense in any of this?
For the ceremony. What about your protege?
Oh.
His awakening is complete. He will join you shortly.
I can't believe that guy didn't see me. What a big dummy. Alright, we're heading to the door that we got to before in the dream. Here we go. How'd the officer get there?
What are you doing here? I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good.
I can't blame them. They're definitely up to no good.
What in the world is this?
Officer Bradley? Oh shit, that guy got a squid arm.
Don't move!
I'm gonna hit him with my car.
Don't move!
He's like, bitch, please. I got a squid arm. My gun is not gonna...
Get back! Get back! You asked for it!
Wow.
You shouldn't have seen this.
Ooh. Ooh, that's not good. Okay. I'm not controlling him right now, just so you guys know. He ran off and they... It's okay. Okay, now I'm controlling. This way. Go, go, go! This part's pretty tense. Everything's caving in. Whoa! I think I'm dead.
My leg.
Wow. So we hurt her leg. But it looks like we're not the only ones that were hurt. This actually got one of the cultist guys here. Wow. Alright, we're gonna...
Light. At last.
Climb these steps, get the hell out of here. No! Man. Moving on to chapter 5. Scarecrow, I apologize. I know you had more to say about the Latin stuff. Interesting. So he says, we have some school books from the turn of the century, and yeah, both languages, Greek and Latin, were a regular part of lessons. And to not know the languages was believed to be generally illiterate. That's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Did not know that. So here we are, Chapter 5, Riverside Institute. Pierce and Officer Bradley followed the intruder of the secret meeting place of a cult set in a network of underground caves right under the Hawkins Manor. They witnessed a strange ceremony led by a Charles Hawkins, very much alive. Bradley tried to arrest him, but Hawkins, whose body displayed various mutations, disemboweled the police officer, which sucks that Bradley is now gone. He was one of the cooler characters in the game. As he tried to escape from him, Pierce found himself prisoner of a rockfall. Rushed to the Riverside Institute. He is in a critical state. Nope, there's Dr. Fuller. So we'll get to learn more about him coming up here. Oh, that's not good. Or maybe it's very good. That might feel really good.
He's having a seizure.
Moments alive. A strong subject.
Whoa, did you see that? Her face. Ah!
I can't get up.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
Wait a minute.
Undo these straps.
Whoa, go easy, my friend.
Your dad, he killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too, we were dead. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No!
We're just gonna keep drugging you forever. Whoa.
What happened to me? Where am I?
We're in the asylum. Those are probably the two guys from the bar earlier, too.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
No, you don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me. No, no!
You're leaving this cell.
Please. I don't want him to find me.
They just keep, like, putting this gas into the asylum rooms. Interesting. I guess we'll just wait longer, see what happens. Kaz says, oh, this is going to be fun. What a lovely feeling when we see the guy we are playing as. It'll be like the Strogification in Quake 4. Poor guy. Alright, so I assume we're dreaming right now. And man, he is walking pretty drunkily. Oh boy. Oh dear. Guys, I'm not feeling too good.
They scrawled all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings.
These guys are all waking up to stare at me one by one. Okay. We're number one. Cthulhu's number one.
No sea is dark enough to hide the color.
Yeah, exactly, Cass. After the Strogification, he's gonna wake up with a squid arm.
Strong enough to scatter my dreams.
These people really want to be half squid. That's what I'm putting together here.
When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs.
Yeah, Kaz, I think he might be dreaming. I think that's the case. What a terrible dream. Oof.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up.
Reek Holden? I don't recognize her.
Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? What do they do to the patients to make them so terrified?
I would really like to know. I only see them when they are brought up for medical treatment, for problems they didn't have before going downstairs. But this is neither the time nor the place to talk about that. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood.
Fair enough. Hey, Skacky, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, not Call of Cthulhu without asylums, which I was surprised about. I didn't know this island had an asylum. Let's let the crazies out. Oh my god. It's some kind of torture chair in there. Let them out. Let them go crazy. Maybe the gas is related to the green liquid in the jars found in the caves. I assume it is. I assume that the... Who's in here? I don't see anybody.
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
Yeah, strapped to the bed. Yikes. Oh, there is somebody there walking by. Okay. But yeah, I assume that Cthulhu juice, which is what we can call it, delicious Cthulhu juice, is what's being fed to these prisoners through the gas up there, and what's keeping them crazy. Like I said, I think that this story so far is all about drugs and inhaling, you know, the gas and everything like that. I think that's what this is all about.
I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen...
Yeah, Skacky, they're filling the rooms with Cthulhu farts. Definitely. But Cthulhu farts noxious gas, so I mean, it all works out. Stealth and detection when an enemy suspects your... Oh.
I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those 2 myself.
Okay, so we have stealth parts, and I am not a fan of stealth. Well, let's go sample it out. Let's see what we can do here.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm gonna see if there's sleeping pills left. They've run out again upstairs.
Put a few aside for me, will you? And above all, leave the wheels where they are.
Okay, so he's gonna come back over this way. Right? Okay, he went that way. So I have to create a diversion, I guess? Alright, so he walked down that hall. Oh man, there's a ladder to climb. Let's get something to eat. Can I take this guy out?
This way.
Hello. Okay. It's so scary. What happens is they catch you.
I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those two myself.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't...
I'm always terrible at stealth stuff, man.
Good God. What could this machine be used for?
I don't know. Let's go check it out. Oh, jeez. See, they're pumping whatever that shit is into people. Yikes.
Worse and worse.
Grab one of those for a weapon, dude.
This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity. I can still increase the load. What will happen if I increase the current to the limit?
And how do I do that?
I can still increase the load. This is madness. Are they seriously thinking of transmitting the properties of this meat by electric current?
Of this meat.
The liquid connects it to the electric current.
It's got like an eyeball or something in
What
there.
are its properties?
Huh.
I can still increase the load.
We can definitely increase the load. But how do we do that? Aha. Oh, it's like a hiding spot. Shit's going crazy. Okay, it must be this thing over here.
Have I activated anything?
Okay, game saved, so I must have done something.
I can still increase the load.
Alright, so we just gotta find more levers and such. There's one over here?
The corpse is complete.
Ugh.
Whose are these limbs? Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine?
Yeah, that's what I thought Scarecrow too, when he said still increase the load. I thought that that's what he meant, was like I can keep hitting the switch and priming it, but I don't think that's the case. I think I need to go around and find a bunch of these things, maybe?
It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock.
Found somebody's medical record. According to his record, the patient seems to be suffering from psychosis. He gouged his own eyes out in an attack of delirium. Ugh. Alright, so that's one. So you can see that this one is over here. So the other one's back here then? The green one goes out the room the other way, it would seem. Alright, so you're going to be stealthing around, following these lines around, it would seem. So here's one.
It's done. Now for the others.
Oh, he saw me. Okay. Time to get up and run. Wow, he literally just saw me. Get in there. Let's hide. Man. Skaggy says, to be fair, stealth system, or to be honest, stealth systems are god-awful in 99.99% of games that involve stealth. I can't disagree. That's why I'm never usually into them. Alright, let's get back to crouch stealthing over here. Kaz says, yeah, stealth is a tactic I like to use, but I like a good system. Many games don't have a good one. Hell, being sneaky in Quake is better. Funny. All right, so there's that guy. And he's going to where the red actually leads. There he goes. Okay, so I'm going the right way.
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has strength of oceans.
So that leads into that room, but I don't think I can get to that room without that guy seeing me, unless he's sleeping. He definitely looks like he's sleeping, but...
What carnage.
Well, I had a white arrow for a moment, but that didn't last. Alright, so there's going to be one of those switches to throw in here. Back here. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to have one more to find after this.
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Theoretically. Of course. But the question is, can I actually exit here without this guy seeing me? It would seem no.
You. Yeah, you there.
Wow, the stealth is kind of laughable in this, isn't it? I'm usually terrible at stealth. But that guy literally saw me run out, and he just kind of went... And then saw me run away, and he's like, well, not my problem anymore. I guess they wanted the stealth in this to be a bit easier for everybody. I'm not complaining, mind you. Alright, so here's the green one. So we got to follow that around here. And where is that heading? Across the way over here. There's some guards. And that is going into this room here.
It's locked.
Of course it is. It had to be locked, right? So the question is where the hell to get the key for it? Or maybe there's another way.
The green gas leaves from here and it runs through the whole building.
Oh, here we go. We can pick this lock. Okay, this will work too.
Perfect.
Skacky. Hard to see the green wire when the entire screen is green. I can't argue with that.
All the levers are activated.
All right. Hey, look at this. We're going to close this back up. And we'll go insane in the process. Oh my god, where are we heading?
This lever must turn on the gas machine.
I got pincers, which will open this up. Ooh, man. The game is running a little choppy in this room for some reason.
Control wheel is missing. There's nothing happening.
We need the control wheel.
The control wheel is missing.
We need several control wheels.
This valve controls the pressure.
Hmm. Alright, so the pressure is off the charts there. Let's see what we can find here. Dr. Fuller, I've repaired your machine as best I can. However, the piping has been damaged, and I fear that gas is escaping. I cannot do any more in such a short time. All I can do is to warn you. If the equipment is put under too much pressure, there's a risk of explosion. Okay, so we've already overloaded the other thing, but it looks like this might be another way to do it. If we could find two more valves to put on these things here.
Control wheel is
or the
missing.
two more wheels rather. So I guess if we could find two of those, but I have no idea where those are at. They could be anywhere. Well, I'm gonna go turn on that thing real quick and overload it. Note to staff, last week's incident caused significant damage to the infrastructure, putting a stop to current experiments. This is unacceptable. From now on, the wheels to operate the gas stop cooks must be kept in the storage room after each use. Moreover, you must keep the register of use up to date, Dr. Fuller. So they're in the storage room. But I don't know if we figured out where the storage room is. Guess we'll find out soon enough here. This is administration. Alright. We're gonna run this thing, because everything's at full capacity. Let's do it.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Hiding. Just listening to this guy in the other room while we sit here. I feel like I was gonna go crazy in there if I just kept sitting in there. Oh, we got a guy over here. Luckily he can't see me over the body, so I think we're okay. He definitely saw me there, though. I don't really think there's any easy way out of here. Yeah, exactly, Cass. He doesn't do too well in small spaces. I think that's the whole shtick.
This way.
Ah, he got me. Well, we'll try this again, because I think the game saves after you hit the switch there.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Well, I'm going to go this way instead, and we're going to go around. Run. Keep running. We're getting the hell out of here. Wow, it wasn't locked. Go in this room. Hurry. Imagine that room being locked. What the hell is happening to this guy?
Doctor, is that you? Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
Let's see.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
The Shambler?
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
Well, that sucks.
No! Sanders!
Oh, shit. Okay. He wasn't kidding.
Hell!
Oh!
I gotta...
Just completely, like, broke his head right there. Did you see that? Whoa!
This is insane. What killed him?
No idea, dude. All I do know is we gotta get the hell out of this place. Nope, that one's locked. Oh, man. That gas is no joke, man.
The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Wow. Crazy, guys. Crazy. Woo! All right, that brings us to about 3.5 hours into this game, and I got to say, guys, 3.5 hours in, I'm pretty riveted. I'm pretty into this. I don't know what everybody was sort of expecting from this game, but it being sort of a dialogue-driven, interaction at sometimes stealth game, I feel like it works really, really, really well. But unfortunately, that's going to be it for today because, well, at least watch this cutscene here though first. Because this is the lead into Chapter 6. Look at this. Big Cthulhu octopus character here. Spooky.
Who goes there?
There's another dream. Who would have thought?
That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Obviously, the first thing you should go to, right? Another drink. But yes, like I said, after 3.5 hours, I could say this. I'm having a lot of fun with this. This is a great little game. Really, really enjoying the story so far. Love the dialogue and everything. The dialogue option stuff is a lot of fun. The story itself, though, like I said, for me, it's been riveting. It's been fun. But if you're interested in this game, I believe right now they have it up on Steam. Let me pull it up real quick. Like I said, this game just came out today, the day before Halloween. And as of right now, it is $44.99. So it's not even a full, $60. It's $45. So if this is something that seems like it would appeal to you, I definitely recommend checking it out. It's a really cool story. Normally for games, I'm more into gameplay. I'm not usually into story games all that much. Or at least games that try to force feed what they call a good story or whatever. But this so far has me like wanting to just keep playing more of it. So that's personally where I'm at right now with it. So, but yeah, guys, want to thank you as usual for watching the show. Please, if you haven't already and you're watching, join us on Discord. The link is in the description. It's also right here next to me. If you want to join us, come chat about Cthulhu or maybe some other Halloween games that you're playing. And GG, everybody. And that's going to be the show for today. I'll see you all next time.
GRC.